journalist and author Isabel Wilkerson joins us in the studio later to talk about her book, and also she's in town for Black History Month, brought in by the American High Commission, so we're looking forward to hearing all about that as well.
Yes. Well, Channel NewsAsia will commit to a month-long series of programs and airtime this year, another story, to bring attention to the success stories and issues facing women across Asia. It's part of the channel's new corporate social responsibility initiative, which it launched at its annual Luminary Awards at the Fullerton Hotel, Singapore.
A slew of new offerings is also in store for viewers as Channel NewsAsia celebrates its 15th anniversary. That'll be a song with more.
Channel NewsAsia's 50 million viewers can expect even better programming in the year ahead. Improvements to its flagship programs like AM Live are expected, with fresh segments exploring the latest trends around Asia. Singapore Tonight will also be extended to a full-hour program, incorporating key happenings in the Singapore market and the business world. The plans were announced at the 4th edition of Channel NewsAsia's Luminary Awards, which also coincides with the channel's 15th birthday.
At 15, I think it's time to seriously think about where we are, why we exist, and how we can go beyond our business to do something lasting for communities in Asia.
So the channel has launched its new corporate social responsibility initiative with a focus on highlighting women's issues in Asia.
We will talk about uncomfortable issues, but also about progress and positivity, and feature successful role models in society and business.
4 businesses and individuals in Asia were recognized at this year's Luminary Awards. The night's highest honor, the Lifetime Achievement Luminary Award, was conferred on the man behind brands like Cebu Air Pacific and Robinson's Retail Group. The award recognizes his inspiring rags-to-riches story and exemplary entrepreneurial spirit. His advice to other business leaders:
do what is right and do what you think. Do it with honesty and vigor, and be creative. That's important, you know. Don't follow what other people are doing. You do it differently, if possible.
For his efforts in environmental sustainability, Ayala Land bagged the Green Luminary Award. The company transformed the Philippines' landscape over 5 decades ago with the development of the nation's business and financial district in Makati, Manila. With a portfolio of award-winning residential developments and investment-grade commercial properties, as well as high standards of corporate governance and transparency, Keppel Land was presented the Innovation Luminary Award. And while she was not able to attend the award ceremony, Sabrina Chow was conferred the Future Business Luminary Award. At just 39, the third-generation heiress stands at the helm of one of Hong Kong's biggest privately held shipping lines. Channel NewsAsia hopes the Luminary Awards will inspire and motivate more growth in Asian business.
We have more on Channel NewsAsia's Lifetime Achievement Luminary Award recipient, John Gokongwei Jr.
Well, his business empire is one of the most successful conglomerates in the Philippines, spanning banking, retail, airlines and real estate. Our producer Hasnita Majid spoke with him about what drives him personally and professionally.
What would you consider your greatest achievement in life?
My family, which I consider my greatest achievement.
But you've also achieved a lot in the business world. You have a hand in almost every industry: banking, finance, and transportation. What drives you to keep expanding your business?
Well, the Philippines is a major market. It has many things that are not on and needs people to invest. That's what we're doing. We're looking at areas where we can improve the economy, and that's where we invest. And the things that we invest in are usually those things that are clearly related to what business we have now. My youth, I've always been very, very aggressive, competitive. So that's my nature. When I was in school, I was always top. And when I'm in business, I try to be very competitive. I guess it's my DNA.
What philosophy do you live by to achieve success?
Well, I think the basic elements of hard work, honesty, frugality, the old Chinese Confucian thing, that helps. And the Western methods of competition and all that, it gives me pleasure in competing. It's something that I feel happy in when I'm competing against other people. When I'm in business against all other companies in the same business, then I feel good. When I'm competing, I feel good. I try to achieve what I aim for, and I most of the time I get there, but other times I fail. It's part of life. You fail, you make it. Some you don't.
Speaking of failure, you've mentioned before that you failed before, you didn't win every time. How do you bring yourself up from failure to achieve even greater success?
Ever since I started in business, there has been a few failures, but there are very slight failures, like we were in ice cream, we decided to drop it and compute that. But most of the time that we choose a business, we feel we were very competitive, and it proves by the results we're either number one or number two. We are in 8 areas now of business: airlines, land, food, hotels. So we're in 8 basic lines.
Remarkable man. That was John Gokongwei Jr, winner of Channel NewsAsia's Lifetime Achievement Luminary Awards, speaking about what drives him to success.
Yes, do catch the second part of the interview in just a bit on AM Live. We're off for a quick break. World News is just ahead. Do stay with us. Also, keep your eyes open for opportunities and don't be afraid to fail. That's the advice given by successful businessman John Gokongwei Jr to young entrepreneurs.
For his inspiring rags to riches story, the exemplary entrepreneurial spirit, he received Channel NewsAsia's Lifetime Achievement Luminary Award at a gala dinner at the Fullerton Hotel last night. In the second part of his interview, John Gokongwei Jr shares with Hasnita Majid some tips to achieve success.
You started off, with this one business.
Bicycle.
Yes, your bicycle business.
I had a bicycle when I was 15.
Yeah.
And I wake up at 5 in the morning, bring goods to the market to sell, and have a stalls 2 by 3 from 7 up to 7 at night. It's a very those years were very good years. Makes my character stronger.
Do you find that it was easier to start a business then than as compared to the starting a business now in this current business climate?
The time I started business was during the war years. That cannot be duplicated again. Those were good years for young people who are just starting in life. Now to start, it would take a different type of, you need really, maybe you need to be a Gates or a Buffett and all. You have to go to college and all that. But most of the big boys now, like Zuckerberg and Page and all that, they're all dropouts. That doesn't mean you have to be dropout to be successful, but fortunately they are.
If you have $1 million today, what would you do?
There's not much you can do with $1 million. You cannot buy a house now.
Can you invest with $1 million?
Well, if you have $1 million after you have a house and a car, well, you can go into, I think equity is still the best. But if you want to go into business, then you have to choose. But $1 million wouldn't do much now.
You have retired, but you don't seem to want to slow down. So what's next for you?
Well, it's really run by my son and my brother now, the group, day to day. I just attend board meetings, but for big projects, they still ask for my advice.
If you can give some advice to young entrepreneurs, what would that be?
Keep your eyes open and maybe, I think you should be assured that when you do something, it's not 100% sure you're going to be a success. You can fail, and you have to assume that you have to take the failure and be able to come back again. Not all enterprises succeed. I think the failure rate is more than 50%.
What kind of legacy would you like to leave behind?
The Philippines needs FDIs and industry. That's where we're weak, and that's where our foundation has spent hundreds of millions to go to engineering schools, where I graduated after working for 3 nights, 3 years, every night. I took my MBA when I was 51 years old. So I gave money to these 2 schools for engineering. That's where we're weak. Our country is very weak in industry.
I like that comment. You can't do much with $1 million. But it does show how far he's come from riding his bike and selling goods at the age of 15 to, owning multiple businesses in this large conglomerate. And he's still not done yet. He's got big ambitions.
Yeah, very inspiring indeed. John Gokongwei Jr, winner of Channel NewsAsia's Lifetime Achievement Luminary Awards, speaking about how he built up his business and achieved success.
Yeah, still ahead, world news, plus from Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist